craft is actually great because it only requires one color of polymer clay. So if you are on a budget and are trying to save up for whatever investment item you want to purchase, then this craft is for you because you literally only need one color of polymer clay, and that's white, and then you paint over it, which is super easy. This is just going to be a relaxing experience, and I always say that before I start to craft, and then I realized that it's not going to be a relaxing situation, but hopefully today I'm right and that it will, of course, be a relaxing situation. So I've gotten all my tools here, obviously grade A tools. So now it's time for the fun part, which is actually getting to put your design onto the polymer clay. So I'm gonna go get my art book and we're gonna start designing this. I think that I used less clay than I should have. I should have definitely used more clay because with this, I think I could make 2 or 3 at the max polymer clay pins. So I'm gonna make a couple more. I am back. So these are the drawings that, actually, no, you don't get to see them right now. I'm gonna do a reveal of my drawings. So the next step for me is to trace out these cartoons that I drew in my notebook and transfer them onto this recycled paper. So we've got one trace, and what I plan on doing is taking my polymer clay and just printing it on. This is so incredibly challenging, and I know that challenges are opportunities, but you know what? Residue and dust and little itty bitty tiny pieces of hair were literally not invited to my clay party. I have no idea how they got in, how they snuck past the bodyguard and managed to sneak in. They don't even have their IDs. They're so underage. I have no idea how they got in. Just pointing that out there. So now I've done all my clay charms and I'm gonna put them in the oven, and while I wait for these to cook, I get to have a snack. I'm rewarding myself for actually going through with a fun activity that I'd planned out. Story time all goes back about a year. Oh, by the way, before I begin my story time, I realized that I said that I would have a snack on camera, and I quickly realized the flaws in my plan. I do not feel comfortable eating in front of a camera. I don't know what kind of talented human could eat in front of this camera. So I will try not to do that because I don't want people to think I'm weird. But I mean, that ship has definitely sailed. It all goes back a year when I had first landed I guess you could call it an internship. One might call it a development opportunity. So we have these things called stand-ups, or we used to have these things called stand-ups in the team that I joined. And we would participate one by one. We'd go around in a circle and tell each other what we planned on doing for the day. Here's the thing though, this is really early in the morning. I'm still getting used to my schedule because I have to drive at least 45 minutes to get to my workplace. And so I happened to walk in that one bright sunny day. I sat down in my little seat because they have unique couches. It's kind of like a campfire sort of vibe, like everyone's really close together. My turn comes, and you'd think that this is where the story goes and turns on me, but this is not where it happened. And someone else was talking, and while this other person was talking, I get the feeling that this small intimate gathering is about to become my worst nightmare. So at first it sounded a little quiet, and it was just a small grumble, and it slowly progressed into a thunderous grumble because I had not eaten breakfast that day. Let's face it, if you have to drive 45 minutes and be there at a said time in the morning, you definitely don't have time for breakfast. Worst stomach grumbles in the world, and everyone's listening to them, but like the worst part is no one mentions it.